Steve here with Justal Forge in beautiful West Tennessee. We're going to start a new project. If you watched my last video, it was a Valentine's gift for my wife that had a rose, candle, a couple hearts, and it turned out okay. But after it was done, I critique it, and I will admit I am my own worst critic. But there are some things I did that I know I can do better. For example, when I was texturing the petals for the rose, I textured one side only, thinking it didn't matter if the other side was textured, but in fact it does. There are a lot of the petals that you cannot see once the rose is together, but the simple fact of the matter is in most areas of the rose, once it's together, you can see both sides of the petal, the top and bottom. So I'm going to texture both sides on this go around. And also what I did as far as the rose stems are concerned is the when I heated the rod to bend it, there was too many of the bends that were more right angle bends than a swooping bend, like a normal naturally growing stem would be there's no right angles per se. But anyway, so that's what I did with this one. Like I said, I've already got this one together. I textured both sides of the petals, and I added my little fake thorns. And then when I texture this and bend it, I'm going to try to put some natural bends in it rather than that 90-degree thing that I did on the last one. Another difference I'm going to do is on the last one, the candlestick holder was kind of a petal per se. There was two of them actually, and this one I cut out of a steel drum, and I didn't actually put cut petals in it, so it made it as a scoop. And I'm going to do one of two things. I'm either going to leave it as that, so that you can put a candle that is, what do they say, about 2.5 inches by 3 inches tall, something like that. Or I will use this 3/4 inch inside diameter pipe and create a cup that sits on the top. This is probably the approach I'm going to take on this one. The only thing I'm not sure about is fastening this piece to the stem, and then attaching the cup to the stem is not a problem. Attaching this piece here to the stem is a problem. I'm not a welder. Just like a blacksmith wannabe, I'm a welder wannabe, and I tend to get it too hot and I burn holes in this. This is probably, I don't know, 18 gauge, maybe 20 gauge. I don't think it's 16, but anyway, it's very thin and it's easy to burn a hole in it. I'm trying to get a handle on TIG welding, because with the TIG, you can just put it in there and heat the metal around it. You're not adding metal, you're just heating the metal around it and getting the two to form together, to mold together, melt together, if you want to say it that way. But even that is tricky because I burn a hole in this. So we'll see how it works out. A couple thoughts in my head on how I'm going to approach this. So we'll learn that together. Another thing I'm going to do is we're going to put a hummingbird on this one. There'll be actually a third stem that I don't have cut as yet, and it's going to have like a flower shaped sort of a thing with the hummingbird sticking his beak down in that bell of that flower, whatever that flower might be. So anyway, that's the plan. We'll see how it works. I've done a couple of hummingbirds and they turned out okay. I used the what you might call that split cross approach. This one is going to be different. I watched a fella do one and he did it a little different, and I'm going to try it. It made for a really nice hummingbird, and so we'll just try something new. You should always try to step out of your comfort zone, try something new. So that's what I'm going to do, and we'll see how they turn out. I might do 2 hummingbirds for this project, or I might just do one. We'll see how it turns out. So here we go. Let's get this fire going and see what kind of trouble we can get into. twist this head, that 90 degrees to prep for the beak and whatnot, it split. And so, yeah, this is not going to work. I would like to introduce you to the Wall of Shame's newest edition. Okay, take a look at it, see what you think. Well, certainly needs brushed off. Okay, rose is going to go right here. Candle go here. For all intents and purposes, it's done. Let's see if we can get a halfway decent look at it here. I think the rose has a bit more texture than the last one that I did. I don't know, each one has character, each one has faults, each one has pluses and minuses. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. Other than get added to my wife's collection. But it's, you know, it's a practice thing. I think maybe I should have turned the rose a little bit more this way. I could still do that if I want to. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch me attempt these things. I hope you learned something, and I hope it gives you a little bit of enjoyment. I know I enjoy it. And if you're interested in the blacksmithing hobby, then kind of check around. There's probably a blacksmith club association in your neck of the woods if you're in West Tennessee. Check out the Tennessee River Artists Blacksmith Association out of McKenzie, Tennessee. Good bunch of guys and gals. They can kind of get you started. They got me started. So go out to your shop, make something. If you don't have a shop, go make a shop. Come on. Men should make things.